This is the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. Let's go creating. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. This is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. Today is day 28 of the 100-day project. Today is also day 4 of the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. If you were watching my video yesterday, you have seen the folio that I made yesterday for something botanical. It is not finished. So I can do a few different things. I can just leave it and decorate it later, or I can try and turn this into something steampunkish, because that is really like I added a little bit more of a challenge, and that is to create a full steampunk-ish junk journal. I, for some reason, have had something that I've been wanting to do with steampunk. And this was the perfect opportunity because I can do little projects, and they can be standalone projects, and they can all be turned into steampunk. So this is where I'm at. This is the journal that I have, and it's all individual pages, so there's nothing attached. It is absolutely wonderful. This is the one that I made for torn edges. And then I have this one that I made for a touch of gold. So I have used some steampunk elements in it. You can see, I'll zoom in. You can see the stamps right here that I put on it. On the back there is steampunk things, and that's the same with this project, where I added the gears right there, and I made the tags definitely steampunkish with the steampunk bugs. How many times can we say steampunk in one video? I'm going to stop with that right now. So this also has the gears. It has the more mechanical dragonfly, and all the other elements that are needed. The inspiration for this project is actually a stamp set by the amazing Tracy Scott. And this stamp set is going to be used in its entirety. It is right here. And I saw a project today that she made with just this stamp, just that one. And it is amazing, and I may have to try that, but that is something that I don't know if I can if I can record that. It would be a very boring video for you, because all I'd be doing is color. I have for today, I have of course the folio that we are going to complete. Then I have for the prompt something vintage. I have a page from my new to me Sears and Roebuck catalog. It is a reproduction, and I am not feeling bad that I am taking the pages out of it and that I'm going to use it. That's what I purchased it for. I purchased it specifically to be used. So, like, isn't that cool? Look at the stereoscope. How far have we come? This used to be YouTube. But I want to use compasses for this specific project. How? I don't know yet. I may just use them in different ways. The reason that I get to use this as something vintage is that it was printed in 1992. So even though the catalog is from 1902. It was printed 90 days, or 90 years later as a reprint. And so that is what I'm using. I will show you the catalog. It is really cool. It's not the cheapest thing I've ever purchased, but I am very excited, and it will give me ages of pages. There is 1100 and something pages in it. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? So yeah, you will see lots of it during the course of my videos. So that is what I'm using for something vintage. Then I have a stamp that I want to use. Oh, did this move? Oh no, there's the stamp that I want to use, and it is going to grunge everything up a little bit. I have a different ink. So yeah, I've broken all the rules, and I'll go back to being within the rules that I've set. But this color, even though it matches, I'm not sure if I really like it with this. And then I thought I should try out the Rustic Wilderness, and look how beautiful that looks. So I am actually switching to the Rustic Wilderness just for this project, only because it will match the colors of this beautiful botanical kit by Seven Plaza Creative. You should check her out. She is on YouTube. You just put in Seven Plaza Creative, and she'll pop up. I'll put a link to her channel below as well. And she has a coffee shop. And today I saw her video for her new kit that she has made, and it is a family photo album. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to check it out. I need that kit, and I need to do something with it, but I'm not sure what yet, so I'm holding off. So I have my inks. Then I have the stencils, and I want to try something that I have seen Louisa Heinzel do, and I'm going to try it on a scrap piece of paper first. Trying to be somewhat smart. And I want to use this one. I don't know if you can see really well. Like, it is beautiful, and it has lots of gears and clocks, and yeah, I love it. Then I have this stencil by Tracy Scott, and I can use the chains and all that on it for stenciling. And I have the brick wall. Then I have some modeling paste. It works exactly the same as texture paste. And I have 3 paint colors. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I figured I would grab them anyway and see what I can do with them. So I have Mud Splat, Truffle, and Toffee. And I have 2 palette knives. I have something to make a mess on. I have a corner rounder. And I have my stuff protected. I also grabbed some Velcro dots because I may need those. And they were in my kit. Then I have all the little tags and everything and labels that were part of the kit, as well as some labels and other paper from the Botanical cluster kit from the Junk Journal Studio. So what I want to do first is I want to do some stenciling, and I'm going to try it out on a spare piece of paper, on a scrap piece, because I don't want to make a mess on my project immediately. And I've put some ink, and that is the Rustic Wilderness, onto my plastic cover. And I'm going to add a little texture paste to it and see if I can get it colored because that is definitely what I would like. Oh yes, it colors. How cool. Did you know you could color your texture paste? I would like to know that. And you don't always have to buy the expensive stuff. This is the Liquitex Basics. I love it. I did get it on clearance at Michael's. I don't think they carry it anymore, but they have other Liquitex modeling paste. The jars are much bigger than when you are purchasing it from Tim Holtz. Yeah, I have a scrap piece of paper here, and I just want to see if what I want to do is actually going to work. So I have one here. I think I want, let's grab is that fired brick? And I think for the bricks, the fired brick would be wonderful. So I'm just going to put a little ink there. A little of this. And I have my other palette knife that I really need to clean. But yes, it is coloring, it is cool. So I don't know, have you seen the videos by Louisa Heinzel where she does the 2 different stencils and she's using them wet over top of each other? And that is kind of the idea that I want to try here. Ugh, this is a terrible knife because it is not totally clean. I do want to put a little texture through it because you never see bricks that are totally solid. I'm not very good at stenciling either, obviously. Where am I going to put this? I'm trying to find a place to put it. I found it. All right. So that is the red. And then I want to go with the gears over top of it. Or do I want to use the clock over top of it? I think I may want to use the clock. And I do want to use it the right way around so that we don't. Let's do a little one with the nice big openings. Let's do that. So I have to go over it very, very gently. You don't want to push down on it because then you're mixing red and green, and that I definitely don't want to do. It isn't Christmas. And then I want to see if if the gear will also pick up. I think that is cool. I'm not sure if I like it though. I don't know if I like the red and the green together. It looks very Christmassy to me. But I do like that green for the texture paste. Okay, it looks pretty cool. I may use a little bit more ink on the next batch. So I think I am okay with trying to use this for real. I'm just going to clean up the mess I have right here. I do like it though. That is like a wonderful And this does need to dry as well. So what is going to happen right now is I am going to create a little bit, and then I'm going to make supper while this is drying. Okay, I grabbed extra ink. And texture paste. It is better to make more than have too much and then it goes to waste. It's not like you can save this. It's a beautiful light green, and this texture paste smells really good. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this on here. Here goes nothing. So I think I want to take it off the page for sure. I don't want them to look like round little things. I want to start right here. And I'm using a very, very soft hand to apply this. And I'm going to scrape off that much. And this I am not going to texturize. I'm just going to carefully remove this and keep my fingers crossed that it worked. Yeah, it did. I'm not sure if it's what I was hoping it would do, but it's there. Do I want to use some of these gears? Like these. These are cool. There's a little cluster here of gears. Let's use that. And again, I'm going to take them off the page. So I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I have done. Isn't that beautiful? I like it a lot. So I think I'm going to let this dry. Like that. Even though I kind of want some on, I'll turn it. So it's upside down right now. But I want some of the gears I want on here as well. So let's do the same thing. Look at these are cool right here. So that's what I'll put on here. Yes, that is very cool. And then do I want to use a clock at the bottom as well? Probably. Let's do that one. I think that is lovely. All right, let me show you what I just did. So this is the one I just finished. How lovely is that? And then here is the one that I did earlier. I'm noticing that the Liquitex modeling paste dries really fast, so that is great for me right now. Actually dry. It didn't take very long. And for something vintage, I've also grabbed this lace. I don't know how steampunkish lace will be, but I think it would look lovely along the bottom or like all the way around the edges of the pages. So that is on my table as well right now. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to go back to it, but I want to see if maybe I can put some hole reinforcers on here. Just because, you know, we can. Do I want to put hole reinforcers or do I want to put eyelets? I think I want hole reinforcers. And I have some gold ones. They're kind of goldish. They're not totally gold. They're just like a little hint. Glue. I refilled my glue bottle. Look at that. She is full. There. And while I'm working here, that also means that the texture paste will definitely be 100% dry by the time I'm ready to go there. All right, so I've made hole punches or hole punches. These are not hole punches. This is rounded corners. There's no hole involved. This is what I want to put on here, and I wanted some book page. So I have the book pages that are in here, and I think I'll use one of those to put on the bottom. Again, something vintage. This is the book that it came out of, and you will see me take a page out very carefully. Let's use this one. Very careful. I have multiples, so I am using them. I am using them for exactly what they are, what I purchased them for. So yesterday I discovered that this is very brittle paper. So I'm going to put glue stick on here, and then I'm just going to glue this straight on there, and then I'll cut it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to be covered for the most part anyway. But now it looks better. It's not so white. And I like the different fonts against each other as well. All right, so this is on. I can now cover this up with that. And I'm going to need some rustic wilderness. And we'll ink around the edges. And I think I want to round the corners a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yep, that looks good. All right, I'm just gonna go ink around these edges. Inking hides a lot of imperfections. I'm just greening it up a little bit at the bottom. And then when we put this on here, it'll be perfect. So let's use some glue. I'm very impressed. I have my dishes done. I've watered my tomatoes. I've taken some things in that should be in because it looks like it's going to thunder and rain, and we definitely need the rain. It is very hot and humid here, and hopefully the rain will take care of that a little bit. So I live a little bit outside of the city, and this morning I saw something that I've never seen before, and I'll show you a picture of what I saw. So can someone tell me what this is? Because I've never seen one of these before in my life, a white one like that. Okay, so in the brand new photo kit from Seven Plaza are book plates. That's what they're called, book plates. And I'm thinking I might see if they're in the freebie. Let me check that out right away. I have my handy dandy laptop right here so I can check it out. Except I don't know what my Ko-Fi password is. We'll see. I'll if I find it, that's what I'm going to put right here. So that's going to happen next time the video stops. I'm going to put the texture paste away because I am done with it. It did what I wanted it to do, and I am going to try and green it up just a little bit. Not a lot, but I want to see. So I'll try it on the back first because, you know, it is the back. Oh yeah. I don't know, can you tell? Oh, zoom you in a little bit. Okay. One day, I hope Louisa Heinzel will look at my video and say, "Oh my goodness, you are doing such a wonderful job." That is I have dreams, I have idols. Definitely in this kind of projects, I have idols. Margaret from Seven Plaza is definitely one of them. Tony from Crafty by Tony. Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And then Louisa Heinzel. She is fantastic. If you have never seen her videos, you need to check them out, especially if you like to work with mixed media and junk journaling. Oh my goodness, she does it all. I like that. It gives a little bit more texture and depth to the texture paste. And it brings the color out just a little bit more. If you are ever looking for labels, and you have not yet discovered the Junk Journal Studio, you are missing out. You definitely need to look them up, look her up. Maybe I like that. No. Well, maybe I can punch a hole, put an eyelet in here, and hang this off here as a dangle. That is an option. Perfect. I think that would be cute. So I think I want to put glossy accents on this. And so I'm just kind of not putting it all the way along the edges. I'm just going to guide it there after I've put it in the center, and then I'm from the center I am kind of guiding it. Okay, so I live a little bit out away from the city, and this morning I saw something I've never seen before. I'll show a picture. Has anybody ever seen one of these before? I don't know what it is. Okay, so I've put the glossy accents on it. That's got to dry. Okay, so I've inked all the way around the outside. This is what it looks like right now. I do think it needs something. When you look at these pictures, there is some frills in there, right? Because it is from the turn of the century. So I do think that I can, or I can grab some of the gears. I can add some gears to it. That will also liven it up a bit. What do you think? I think that would be pretty cool. Put another one right there. Oh, I have a itty bitty one. Let's do that. So what I use to attach them is the 3-in-1 glue. Oh, that is lovely. Okay. So next, what I want to do, I don't know what I want to do here. Right here, it looks like a gear. So maybe I want to accentuate that a little bit. And I have a big one right there. So, and it looks very similar. So I'm going to go and just stencil around to make it stand out a little bit more. That works. And then I have some I have a cluster. All right, so finished stamping around it. I am really pleased with how this is turning out. However, once again, this video is turning into a forever video. It seems like, especially, and I know why. I know why these videos are turning so long, because I'm not just making something out of paper and putting it aside. There is a lot involved in it, and I am trying to make something pretty. I'm trying to make something interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. This is not a, like, every time, like, this is a finished project. I can just go, yep, this is it, like, it is completed. But I just don't know. And I may change my mind. So right now, that's what I'm saying. I may just finish this tonight and show it in the pictures. I may do that, and then tomorrow we're going to make a tag. We'll see what happens in the next little while. But in the meantime, this was the end of the video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something along with me, like how to color, texture paste. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you know when the next video is showing up, because especially like if I'm making episodes of one project, and I really don't want to do that, but then you know when that video is being released, even though I'm telling you it's every day at noon. You may not believe me, and you may just want to have YouTube tell you, hey, there's another video from Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.